I'm the Big LG Doc Gallows, and you're watching the Wrestling Junkies. Boom.
What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to the Wrestling Junkies podcast. I'm Mr. Cincinnati. Conspicuous by his absence is the podcast dad. He's running a little bit late, but will be joining us here in a little while. But I am thankfully not alone. I'm happy to welcome back a very dear friend of the Wrestling Junkies. He is one of the voices of TWE and the newest member of Action Wrestling's broadcast team. Give it up for your favorite pansexual's favorite pansexual, Rob Weathers. How we doing, buddy?
I'm doing really good. Nobody can give an introduction quite like you, Mr. Cincinnati. You're one of the best.
Now you're just making me blush, man.
No, man, it's an absolute pleasure to be here. I think this is I was thinking about it. I want to say my 5th appearance on the show, and I love it very much. Looking forward to it.
I like it. I'm happy to hear that. I think Podcast Dad is working his way into the chat here now. But thank you to everybody that has joined us tonight. We want to wish you a happy Thanksgiving and a happy holiday season. It's almost the end of the year here, and we're grateful to have each and every one of you joining us tonight. You can find us on X and TikTok at Junkies Pod. You can like us on Facebook, follow us on Instagram at Wrestling Junkies Pod. But most importantly, do us a huge favor and subscribe to our YouTube channel. We're on the road to 1,000 subscribers, and we need your help to get there. Rob, I want to get your take on this. Oh, look at this guy. Did you get the ice cream?
Oh, that would have been the first time he actually asked to take something of mine, so he probably did.
I like it. Well, the brand new daddy, Carmen Childers in the house. It's good to see you, man.
Yeah, he pointed at the paper. So that's the reason I had to cancel the last. That's actually true.
It is. He is a new dad, and yeah, I want to get your take on that. It's been a few months so far. Give him a performance review. How's he doing?
I like the baby more than I like him. I'll tell you that. Baby's a good kid. As far as babies go, give him a 4.5. About as good as it gets.
Like he gets off of his mama.
I don't know where he's getting it from, but it ain't Carmen for sure because the kid's actually cool. But yeah, man, it's I'm beyond happy for the homie. He's got a glow in his eyes that I don't know if I've ever seen since that baby's been born. So definitely doing something good for him.
Well, we love to hear that. We're all about, especially Podcast Dad. We're all about the parents doing their thing on the Wrestling Junkies podcast. And speaking of the Podcast Dad, say his name and he appears. What's up, buddy?
Hello. You guys hear me?
Yes, sir.
Yeah, we got you.
Okay. Somebody got into the podcast room today and unplugged my mic, so just want to make sure you guys got me.
It's not a gimmick.
It's not. How's everybody doing?
Good,
we
man.
just had Carmen.
Good.
We just had Carmen and the baby do a run in right before you got here.
Oh, man.
Yeah.
Damn. Sad I missed a baby.
Yeah.
Well, he's here all the time if you want to come hang out.
No, I got 2 of my own, so I'm good. I get enough of the children.
And I'm good on those yet.
No, you got to babysit soon. I think that's something we got to do. Live stream Eric babysitting. That'd be fun.
Okay. There's privacy laws in there somewhere, I'm sure. Fernando's in the house. It's good to see you tonight, buddy. Hope you had a great Thanksgiving. Gentlemen, we got a lot to talk about here. Let's just get on into it. Let's start with Sweet Sexy Rob over here, newest member of Action's broadcast team. Just you just sprung this on us as a kind of a brand new announcement thing as we were talking a couple of weeks ago. So congratulations.
Thank you very much. It's so crazy. So most people don't know this. It's so much more special for me because this time last year, as you know, we were approaching Bangers Only last year.
Mm-hmm.
People don't realize this. I was originally slated to make my Action debut on that show. And then, some stuff happened. History is what it is. I wound up getting pulled from that. And then Dylan Hales, who, the reason I was asked to be there was because Dylan Hales originally wasn't going to be there. And then now Dylan Hales decides he can show up. And then that's whenever all hell broke loose and he aligned himself with Tim Bosby on that night. So maybe it's my fault that happened. If you really think about it, I do apologize for that. Maybe we would have never got Tim Bosby dancing his way off screen like we got the other night. It wasn't for me.
Yeah. Okay, so now I know who to blame. Perfect.
Yeah, I mean, it makes sense. Blame Rob. That's a tale as old as time.
Also, how
Fernando.
about the Cowboys?
Fernando. I like you. Don't make me not like you.
Brother, I'm a Saints fan. I don't want to talk football ever. Right?
Well, that's fair. That's fair.
it's starting to look like Aaron Brooks is back quarterbacking on that team.
Wow. What
It's
a
not
pull.
looking
What
good.
a pull. Aaron Brooks. Wow. Good for you. Good for you. But the good thing is the Saints do have a championship, something that Mr. Cincinnati doesn't know anything about.
I don't. You're right. You're absolutely right. That's okay. Fork, pound, and kitchen. What the fuck else do you want me to say about it?
Stop using that. I don't know what that
How about
means.
you grow up and learn some slang? It's not even slang.
No.
It's just, it's pretty fucking obvious.
I'm not hip.
You know what that
We've
means,
learned
right,
this.
Rob? Fork, like if someone were to say that to you about something,
Yeah.
like it's come on.
Okay. You know what? You want to know another crazy thing? And Rob, I don't mean to cut everything off with you.
I do it to you guys all the time, so it don't matter.
Kyle, if you're watching, I don't know what Discord is. Please stop asking me to join it.
I've already joined it for the pod. All right.
Okay, thank you. I don't know what that means. Is that another social media I got to get on?
It is. We even the wrestling junkies. We actually have one. It's
Do we?
Yeah. We do have a Discord server.
I can't keep up with it. Do we have a Threads?
I know. Yes, we have a Threads too.
If you guys ever thought that you were talking to Podcast Dad on the Discord server, you are not.
You are definitely
Confirmed
not.
just now.
I don't know what that is. Is that just like a chat room? What is
Yeah,
it?
it's like you remember
yeah.
AIM back whenever we were kids. It's like AIM,
Yeah.
just with a bunch of people.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know what that is either.
You didn't do AIM back in the day?
I don't.
I was not
AOL
allowed to
Instant
have. I
Messenger?
knew what it was, but I wasn't allowed to have it
I don't
growing
know
up.
what it is. What is that?
Oh man, that was
That
how
on
we.
Xbox Live.
That's how we communicated. Back. I mean, I'm extra old, so there is that.
Well,
That's how we
it's just
communicated in the
MySpace, so-
1900s.
We can talk about MySpace though. I mean, we all had
Dude.
those, right?
Can I tell you, we went out a couple weeks ago, me and the podcast mom, and they carded us, and she's like, "Oh, you were born in the 1900s. You're good." I'm like, "Fuck."
Jesus.
It's like that hurts. Damn.
Yeah, don't feel good.
No, it does not. Does not. Eric was born in the 1800s, so it's okay.
Nah, what can you do?
You know, it's okay.
I look like I'm in my 20s still, so I'll take it for as long as I can.
So let's get back on course. I'm sorry, I drove that way off the tracks. You excited to call this?
Very, 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 very. This is something that I find myself saying in the booth every once in a while. I look over to whether it's Mose or Carmen or whoever's sitting next to me. I wind up looking over and saying, sometimes as broadcasters, we are absolutely spoiled to get to do what we do. And every time there's been an announcement for this Bangers Only card, I feel that way. I mean, we just got the announcement, the brand new independent wrestling world champion, Fancy Ryan Clancy, defending that championship at Bangers Only, and is going to be against Adrian Atlantis. So that's going to be such an unreal match. The one I'm looking forward to more than anything, there's going to be a little bit of bias here as my hierarchy brother and Joe Black is getting some get back on Matt Sells. I am very, very excited to be as close as I can possibly get for that one. And just top to bottom. And then Tim Bosby, of course, championship defense. He's been holding on to that belt with a stranglehold for the last year, but got the big one coming up against Bengston.
Yeah, and some would say, and Tim, hope you're listening, maybe overlooking him just a little bit.
It's tough because Tim has all the right in the world to be as confident as he is, right? And this is a point that me and Mose bring up a lot. He won that championship without Dylan. He beat Warhorse Jake Parnell in the TWE ring for the Action World Championship with zero help from anybody but Tim Bosby and God. That was about it. He has the ability. You see the ability every time he gets in the ring. Obviously, Dylan has taught him how to cut corners. And once again, I want to be mad at it, but it's also something that I preach on commentary all the time. Work smarter, not harder. Why beat yourself up more than you have to? And Bosby, he's doing that. He's doing a lot of that. And look, the last several months, Dylan Hales also hasn't really been around for the last few defenses. I mean, he said that he's going to be there and at the Action Arena this weekend. We'll see if that's the case. But once again, without Dylan in his corner, Tim's been defending that championship. So it's tough. Trust me, I'm right there with everybody else. I would love to see that belt leave his hands, and I'd absolutely love if Darian Banks is the one to do it. but Tim keeps proving us wrong. So it's at one point you got to ask yourself, is it even worth betting against him?
Yeah, he used to be so nice.
He was a good kid.
Yeah, real sweet.
Corrupted. Got corrupted, and it's such it one like I talk about this all the time too as well. Frustratingly talented.
Yeah.
I put him up there with guys like Casey Owens and Damon Stryker and so many of these other young guys that are just so unbelievably talented at so many important aspects of this game, but are also just such an asshole, like just right up there.
Yeah, well, that's the backshot enthusiast Tim Boss before you. Let's talk about the rest of this card here. No, Rob, again, this is your first Bangers Only that you're calling. How do your expectations when you go to any other show that you're calling differ from this, if at all, this weekend? There's
a certain vibe when this is one of the things that makes me so excited about joining the Action team. I've been on the call for a few shows with them now at this point. I'm very excited about this one because there's that vibe. It's the same thing. It's the same feeling I got whenever I called SCI. Like it's not like anything else. There's something just about doing that, and there's something about, especially with it taking place in Tyrone, taking place in that Action arena. There's something about the vibe that room brings, and on a night like this, especially with last year setting the precedent that it did with that main event, and with the shot heard around the world, the back shot heard around the world with Tim Bosby and Dylan Hales. You have to feel like, okay, this is a big night. Something big is bound to happen. I think Bangers Only has set a precedent for that in the years past, and I'm very much looking forward to it doing the same thing this year.
What would you say, looking up and down this card? I know you've mentioned a few matches you're excited for. What's the sleeper on this card?
Oh, man. That's such a tough thing to say because with Action, every match, I don't look at anything as if it's a sleeper. Mm-hmm. Everything has the chance to really just set the tone for the entire night. I think one that is not getting talked about as much, and I think it's because of the championships and everything else that's on this card, but we got Bomai South. You got Alex Kane and Top Team taking on the Good Hand. That's gonna rule for so many reasons. Alex, his issues with the Good Hand go way back for months now. Top Team, finally, you want to talk about strangleholds on championships in Action. Top Team were the ones that finally dethroned the Good Hand for the tag team championships. Yeah. That one's going to be really, really good. And yeah, I think just because of everything else going on, that one just seems to not be talked about as much as some of the other matches.
Yeah, I would agree. The Good Hand has had a hell of a year. They were a train that we did not want to get in front of, but Alex Kane will get in front of it. So
he will.
Good luck. Also, and we'd be remiss not to shout out, but Landon Hale returning back. Excited to see that. What are your expectations for him? He's had a bit of a break, but you kind of not miss a beat, or what do you expect to see?
I'll be able to tell what we're going to get based on the hug that I get before the show. I'll be able to tell pretty quickly based on that. And that dude, he always brings a little extra whenever he sees me standing in the hug line. So I'm looking forward to it. Yeah, that's another big one. Landon, this is somebody we haven't seen at Action in a hot minute. Mm-hmm. Very, very happy to see him back at Action. Gonna be another huge competition for him. Just like anytime he gets in the ring, Landon's one of those guys that you want to talk about frustrating. I'm frustrated that he's not everywhere right now. I'm frustrated that Landon Hale's not on TV right now. What are we waiting on? And maybe he'll show everybody this Friday why we need to stop waiting. Maybe he'll go out there and steal the show.
Yeah, I mean, it's been a very, very interesting year for him personally and professionally. Obviously, having a baby, major life changes, and the mental refresh has been great for him. And I think that was evident in his match with Sydney Akeem at BST a few weeks ago. I'm feeling good about what he's going to bring to the table this weekend. I mean, this is a home game for him. If there was ever a night that he should be at his best, it's this Friday, and I think he will be.
Yeah, absolutely. That's the case every time we see Landon. He's a guy that one of the first shows I ever called, one of the first matches I ever called, Landon Hale was in. He's somebody that I've been very, very lucky to be in the same room with quite a lot throughout both of our journeys. And yeah, man, that's just how stacked this card is. We could have went past the Landon Hale match. You just reminded me. I was like, oh yeah, what's the sleeper? Landon Hale is going to be there. Its card's so stacked, I almost forgot one of my favorite people in the world was going to be on it.
Yeah, no, we're excited for him. Excited for him to get back. But yeah, like you said, Eric, had some personal movement, right? Moved, had a baby.
Yeah.
And he's diving right back into it. Excited to see him kind of get back in the flow of things.
Yeah, pumped on that. It's gonna be good. It's gonna be a good show, top to bottom.
Yeah. So let's switch gears here a little bit. Gentlemen, Survivor Series this past weekend is in the books, and had people talking for a lot of reasons. Some good, some not so good. Yeah, a lot to get in here. So let's just kind of take it match by match. We did have the women's War Games match. We had Nia Jax, Legend, the Kabuki Warriors, and Becky Lynch taking on Alexa Bliss, Charlotte Flair, AJ Lee,
Rhea,
Io Sky, and Rhea Ripley. Yes, thank you. Fun little opener. I just want to get you guys' thoughts on this match so far, and kind of what you thought of the weekend as a whole.
I'm gonna be honest with you.
Mm-hmm.
I glanced at the screen 2 or 3 times during this show. This match wasn't one of them. I try not to speak negatively, especially whenever it comes to the big companies, but WWE War Games just don't do it for me. I feel like if you've seen one of them, you've seen all of them. And I think what I did see of the women's match kind of stresses that. Io's got to do her trash can thing, Rhea's got to give somebody uppies. Like it's all just it's let's hit our spots, guys. And there's just nothing exciting, which is a shame because I feel like everybody in both of the matches is a lot of amazing talent across the card. But yeah, I wasn't crazy about it.
Yeah, no, I mean it was very paint by numbers sort of match for WWE, which is I think a lot of the criticism that this particular style gets each year. It's kind of become the Hell in a Cell format that we lamented also in the past. And this was, this was a stacked team, and I loved that this was more emphasis on women that were in the tag team division, or having primarily tag team matches in the lead up to this, because it does add some import to the women's tag titles that it desperately needs. We also get the AJ Lee Becky Lynch face off, because we still haven't gotten that one-on-one match yet. And that's probably the only other tease that's kind of coming out of it, of what we can actually expect going, especially into Rumble season.
Yeah, I'm ready for War Games to go away.
It's a quote. To quote one of the learning trees that I sit under very often, the Reverend Dan Wilson, if you have to pin someone, it's not War Games. They have to surrender. He's constantly cutting promos about that. Like, if you're pinning them, it's not War Games. And maybe it's just because that earworm is just constantly in my head. But yeah, it's not War Games, man. If it's not tap or surrender, it's not.
Well, look, you're going to compare it to Blood and Guts, right? You're going to.
Natural.
And Blood and Guts was so much better.
Very much
leaps
so.
and bounds. This just felt neutered. This was like the Disney Plus version, It was
the thing is, there's a part of me that wants to be like, damn, AEW, that's so cold of you doing. You knew you guys were going to do that, and you were like, let's do it right before their show. That's cold as shit. But, at the same time, WWE hasn't exactly been shy about counter programming measures and things of that nature. So this was, in my opinion, if there was ever a time for AEW to be like, all right, fine, I got something for that ass, this might have been the time, because their matches, their Blood and Guts matches were fire.
So much better. They're just handcuffed, and it sucks because in reality, I think the WWE Women's War Games had way more talent than AEW's.
From a name value perspective, for sure. There's definitely a lot more recognition, especially in the women's match, I would say. But also at the same time, I think that everybody in AEW, especially in the women's match, knew that as well, because they fought with that chip on their Twitter. Yeah, they were like, we got to do some crazy shit. We got to get them talking about us. We can't just coast through this. If we're going to be trending on Twitter, we have to do some wild shit.
Yeah.
And they went and did it.
It's just tough. Like, for War Games, the story just needs to be there to have it. Just like Hell in a Cell, it needs to be there needs to be a reason for War Games. Not, hey, we have Survivor Series and it's in Petco Park. We need to do this. Like, no, you don't have to, but they book themselves into a corner where now every year is War Games and they have to scramble to get it. There's just no story.
I mean, TWE in the last couple of years has done 2 War Games matches, and both times it's because the factions were literally ready to tear each other and everybody else apart. Exactly. I mean, we had literally, the last War Games match we had between Covenant of the Goat and KOBK, there was a pull-apart brawl that consisted of every person in that locker room, including me leaving the booth, having to get in between everyone. Yeah. Like, that's whenever you have a War Games match, whenever shit can't be contained.
Yeah.
And I mean, I don't want to be too hard on them. Like, they did what they could, and it was a fine match. You can't be bad booking right now.
No, I agree. I mean, and like you said, I mean, we look for there's the strength spots. Becky looking scared for AJ. You know that she's getting into the cage, and then Io, whatever she's going to do with the trash can. That's kind of what you're signing up for here. Ticket sales say otherwise that. They can sell still, but
that blows my mind as it is because
they're
pricing everybody else out of the market completely. Like how in the hell they're pricing yourself out of the market with some of those? How I want to know, do we have more millionaires in this country than we thought we did? Because I don't know how people can afford to go to those shows.
For sure,
it's insane.
Yes, we do.
And it's not even that, but I mean, I don't know if you guys saw the pictures online of people that bought obstructed view seats, and all they got was like a little 40-inch TV kind of. Several rows ahead of them. I mean, when we're talking obstructed view, like no view of the ring at all, like at some point there is a greediness and it's easy to blame Papa H for a lot of stuff because he's objectively, he's the face, but it's a TKO thing. He does not make the call as far as seats and things like that. That's not his purview anymore. Chief of creative does not translate to working in the finance office and kind of figuring out logistics of putting in seats to fill a stadium.
Nope.
It's tough. I had no plans to go to a WrestleMania ever already because once again I'd much rather just sit at home and constantly be on the 50-yard line than get whatever $500 nosebleed seats I can afford. I don't even know how much those seats would cost now just to not see a damn thing. Yeah, like it. It cost me more. It cost me more to park than it would be to just pay whatever ridiculous subscription fee to watch the show. So,
and I'm still not paying those. So, sorry. I found a way to watch it, but
on paper, I am. I absolutely.
Yeah, that's fair. Yes. John Cena, Dominic Mysterio, the right person won. Cena's final PLE match. Your thoughts?
He put over every single member of the Judgment Day.
He did.
That's fucking awesome. If he didn't get to work with them as far as an in-ring match, he still found some ways to acknowledge people that he wants to leave this next generation to. I thought it was really fucking cool. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm totally fine with this match. It is what it is. Cena wasn't going to be the IC champion forever. Dom is the IC champion again. That's fine.
It's one of the few. How do I word this? Fuck it. It's one of the few bright spots in this Cena retirement run. And I don't want to say too much on it now because, we've still got to get the conclusion. We're going to wait for the dust to settle. We'll give it a few months. And then we're all going to look back and go, okay, all right, now that it's done, can we all admit to each other that last run was dog shit? Yes. Because so much of this has been so bad. Yes. I was one of the few people that wasn't over the moon when the heel turn happened because I was just like, I don't know, guys. I can already tell they're going to fuck this up. This is half-baked. Yeah. And then immediately I was proven to be correct on that one. And I don't know, that's one of those things I don't want to be because I love John. I appreciate everything he's done for wrestling. I mean, so much of us wouldn't get to do what we do if it's not for people like John. That's just a fact. But It's funny because like I've seen Triple H in interviews where he's been like, no, this whole time John's been texting me, telling me what he wants to do. Don't put this on John. There's no way you can convince me every one of these dog shit ideas. Some of these are yours. Like they're absolutely are. Some of these have to be yours. And if they're all John's, why'd you let him book his last year? Because it sucks. Why'd you, if it really is, because so much of it has just not been good. All the Travis Scott stuff was for naught. That was for absolutely nothing. The Rock's here, then he's not. So much of this has just been half baked, and I'm glad that a thing with a story finally got to get fully told. He had a match with Dominic, he beat him, then Dominic came back, and then Dominic beat him. A story got told. That's cool.
Yeah. I think we've said it on this show. It's been hit and miss. Like the Logan Paul stuff stunk. The Brock match stunk. Like.
There's no reason for the Brock match. It was like, hey, remember that one time that we did this and it actually made sense to do it that one time? Well, what if it didn't?
Let's do it again.
Sense? Let's do it again.
Yeah.
And as much, and I know, and Eric's going to yell at me, as much as the Ron Killings match was deserved, it stunk. The story stunk. Everything about it. They messed up.
Thrown together in they had to respond to fan backlash. I get that because they had a plan as far as releasing him, and then had plans with John Cena, and then it became okay. Well, we can't release him. We have to. I get it. But you're not gonna hear me.
Show that same energy whenever the fans backlash over these fucking ticket prices because Jesus Christ, like
they won't. They're making money.
You know,
to make money.
It's insane, dude. Like it's just frustrating that like how not good all of this has been when like it really there's no reason it should be this bad. There really isn't.
It's a wave. That's just wrestling. Whatever. Stephanie retained.
Yep. No surprise here.
Yep. Fine match. Could have happened on Raw.
Yeah. And I mean she looked good. She looked good. I mean a lot of that had to do with who she's in the ring with.
Yes. Again, could have happened on Raw. I'd have been okay.
Hello, Mr. Ramsey. Thank you for joining us tonight.
Hello.
All right, let's get to this main event.
Oh my God. Did you see what I saw? John Moxley's under that hood.
That's Austin Theory's dumps like a truck, and that's my guess.
I saw a crazy conspiracy theory that I'd love, but it's never gonna happen.
I know, but let's hear it. Let's
So 2 days prior to the show, Montez Ford put out like a cryptid like promo online, just saying like what he wants and the future and everything. I'd love for that to be Montez Ford. The way he scaled that cage as quick as he did,
that is true.
As he looked.
Yeah.
And that would be the twist that like nobody sees coming, right? They're not going to do it. They're not going to do it. It's Chris Jericho, but
that curb stomp would have looked a hell of a lot worse if it was Chris Jericho.
See, no, he's just doing that to piss me off. Yeah,
I am. Well, Veer's coming to Raw.
Still,
he's still coming.
I wanted that so bad for you. I really did.
Too.
Those the first words that were ever muttered on this podcast were push Veer. Ever.
Push. He had such a great story. They fumbled. That's one of the biggest fumbles in WWE history. Look, this match was fine. Nothing spectacular, in my opinion, happened. I'm done yeeting. I'm so over yeeting.
I remember sitting in the living room. One of the first shows that had to have been right after Mania or something. It was I think it was one of the first times, maybe the second time that Jay did the whole play the music twice during his entrance thing. Yeah. And when he did that, I looked right over at Carmen and I went, they're going to bury the shit out of this guy with that. Like this is how you get X-Pac heat. This is how it happens is they're doing the thing. They're force feeding him and down everybody's throats. He's going to take up a 20-minute segment at the top of every show just to do his fucking entrance. That's how people get tired of people. They're doing this because they're looking around going, oh, look, everybody loves them, so let's give them as much as possible. Not thinking about the fact they're going to do this at least once a week on TV. That's if they don't have him hop between Raw and SmackDown. He's going to do this every single house show loop that he's on. He's going to do this every single pay-per-view he's on, and it's going to drive people absolutely insane. That is an issue with this company, and a bigger issue with the fans is whenever you get driven insane, you don't know how to react, because as a fan you think, oh, I just boo them. No, because now you're dumbass. Now Triple H is sitting in the back for whatever reason. He should know better. He's been in the business long enough. He's thinking to himself, oh, they're booing, that's good heat, because we don't know how to appropriately react. There was one time I've ever seen a fan appropriate react to an individual they had go away heat with, and it was whenever Eva Marie was doing her NXT run. I'll never forget this. This is one of the greatest things I ever saw. There was a fan on hard facing hard camera reading a book during her match. You want to tell management I'm done with this son of a bitch? That's how you do it.
Yeah.
You sit on your damn hands and you read a book during a wrestling match. Stop booing. That's where you're messing up. They think they've got good heat. No, you just don't know how to correctly tell them that it's the bad kind of heat.
Yeah, and the way that we criticize the submission or surrender should be how you win the match beyond. If you're in war, are you going to be really worried about your entrance? Like, even like you don't see it, you wouldn't see Kevin Nash doing that. You wouldn't even see Hollywood Terry doing that.
You might see Kevin Nash do that.
But did we though?
Brother.
But did we though?
I don't know.
The tape, but probably.
Yeah, I was gonna say I didn't watch late 2000s.
Well, a lot of times,
early 2000s.
Yeah, I didn't see, and we were actually having this conversation at TWE not too long ago, because there was that period during like the entire late 90s they didn't do any war games at WCW when they did they had the NWO one, but that's not what it should have been. But yeah, like. I like it so much better, and you got this in like some of the earlier ones, and we do this at TWE. I like it when the teams are just out there waiting, like they're waiting for that bell to hit so they know, all right, I'm up next, and then they just immediately dart towards the cage. That's what it should be. It's like you said, it's war. It's war, dude. Who gives a damn if everybody's going to sing your song? Get in there and fight for your homies. Get in there and spill blood. Well, it's not the WWE. It's WWE. They're not going to spill blood.
But. No blood. They did a good job on that in past years, but I think this being the stadium, it just whatever. God, you know one thing I will take away from this match?
What's that?
Brock Lesnar feels so out of place right now.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I don't need him around. And that's not because of everything outside of the ring. He doesn't fit in this anymore.
The roster has passed him by,
It has. Like, there's nothing that I want to see him do currently. Like, I don't.
Yeah.
Like, I know everybody's like, oh, let's watch him face Gunther. Like,
I was about to say that's literally why he's there, because I mean we all know how this is going to happen, because this is how they get Gunther back on top, right? So he retired Goldberg.
Yeah.
So now you're going to have him win the This Time Is Now tournament. He's going to retire Cena. He's going to retire Cena at Saturday night's main event. That's going to happen.
You seemed pretty keen on that not too long ago, bud.
And
I know, but how did this retirement tour start? Do you remember?
Something to do with Travis Scott.
The Royal Rumble. Yeah.
The Royal Rumble. And who eliminated him?
That'll be Jay.
Who's going to be in that finals?
Gunther.
And Jey Uso.
Yep.
Yeah, and then Gunther's going to beat Jey Uso's ass again.
You say again. Jey Uso's beaten him twice.
Well, didn't Gunther
once at WrestleMania by tapping or choking him out?
Yeah, by choking out Gunther.
Yeah, that part shouldn't have happened. But regardless, Gunther's going to win this match. He's going to retire Cena, and then they're going to be like, okay, I'm the new god. And then Brock's going to be like, oh, you've never beat me. And then he's going to beat Brock, and then that's how he gets the championship again. And then Gunther's going to break Roman Reigns' championship reign record of 8,000 days or whatever it was. And that's going to be what happens.
God, I miss two-belt Roman. We were so spoiled. I miss it.
I miss whenever every company didn't have 20 belts. We were so spoiled.
Yeah.
Well, there's and this is way off the pass. I'm sorry, Eric. I know I'm going to wrap it up here in a second.
No, you're good.
I want the same energy, and this is me included, right?
Mm-hmm.
When we bitch and moan that the WWE people have the AAA World Championship and the TNA World Championship, when right now AEW as the New Japan World Heavyweight Championship and the CMLL World Championship.
Yep.
I just want the same energy. That's it.
Yeah. I mean, you're not going to hear me say anything otherwise. Like
everybody's been bitching and moaning. Oh, they did the partnership so they could get over. It's exactly what AEW is doing right now. So don't want to hear it.
I don't give a damn who's got the belts. There's just too many of them.
Oh yeah, well, yes, there's too many belts.
That's
AEW just got another one, so that's good.
God, and the audacity on that one too. Oh my God.
Baby.
So much of the audacity. I don't know if you can't see it in shot, but I have an NWA television championship right behind me. Oh yeah, there it is right there. Mm-hmm. And yeah, dude, like I looked at the picture of their new national title and I was like, the first words out of my mouth went, okay, that's kind of fucked up. Come on.
Tony Khan. I do what I want.
Like that's wild. That's wild behavior.
I mean, you're not wrong.
No, it's absolutely crazy.
You got a Raw preview by chance, podcast Ed?
I can pull it up if you want to plug something real quick.
Yeah, thank you to everybody for joining us tonight. You can find us on X and TikTok at Junkies Pod. Like us on Facebook. Follow us
Discord
on Instagram. Too. Yes, join our Discord server as well, but subscribe to our YouTube channel. Just tell one person there's plenty of room at the Wrestling Junkies table here. Join our community. Show some love to our friends at the Main Event Wrestling Network at mainevent_net. Follow Rob Weathers on X at SweetSexyRob. And you can catch Bangers Only 6 this Friday live on IWTV. And next Thursday, we will be doing our Wrestling Junkies John Cena tribute episode. The last time is officially here. So we're going to talk all things John Cena for an hour. Because why not? He's the GOAT.
All right. Forgot they were champions. Dragon Lee and AJ Styles defend the tag team champions against the New Day for whatever reason.
Because Adam Pearce.
When was the last time New Day was in a match on TV?
I don't know, but they're on TV on Survivor Series, plug-in Supercard.
Jay Uso and LA Knight. Yeah, or Yeet?
Yeet.
Shoes of a champion.
Gunther and Solo Sikoa in the most exciting semifinal you've ever seen.
Yeah, the one that wasn't supposed to be that way. That's 100% supposed to be Gunther versus Penta.
It is. Mm-hmm. And then, oh, jeez, I just read that tweet and I hate myself for reading it. Dominic Mysterio will be on Raw, presented by Rehot Season.
Okay.
However we say it.
Aren't we supposed to figure out who the mystery man was as well?
That is not. There's not a mention of that on their Twitter page currently.
I don't expect to find that information out anytime soon.
No, they'll drag this out for months, probably until Seth Rollins comes back.
Until Emelina comes out on the ramp and says, "I don't want to do this part anymore," and then goes back and then comes back as Emma, and nobody thinks anything of it.
Or Seven when he comes out on Nitro and goes, "I'm not doing this shit." How about that wrestling junkie right there? I gotta watch some bad wrestling soon because I don't think I've won a game in the fantasy league since week 1. So yeah, if anybody has any ideas for bad wrestling for me to watch, we're gonna live stream that, and I'm gonna have a great time.
I've worked for a few promotions. I'll DM you.
What was that match that Charmel had at Victory Road?
Ooh.
Yeah.
Ooh, yeah.
Yeah.
What's her face? Yeah, I remember that one. Yeah.
Yep. There's some. Yeah.
I'll watch some bad.
Awful.
Trish and JBL versus Kristen Whiskey and Jackie Gaeta.
Oh God, I forgot about that one.
Goldberg and Taker. Oh yeah. That's another one.
Do not make me watch Goldberg Taker.
Miss WrestleMania Battle Royal.
Made me watch DX and the Brothers of Destruction.
No, you can watch them both.
The match that did not happen.
Yeah, no, it didn't happen at all.
I haven't seen it, and I'm keeping it that way.
That's for the best.
Same. But I have a feeling I'm gonna have to watch it.
Yeah, that's for the best. Yeah. Victory Road as well.
Oof. Well, that one's at least quick.
Still,
it is that. It is that.
Palate cleanser.
It feels like it lasts a lifetime, though. I remember watching it live, going like, "What the fuck is happening?"
Yeah.
I remember doing that too. I'm like, something ain't right.
Like, I've never seen Eric just go out in the ring like that before. That's weird.
There's There's a clip of the Dudleys giving Tommy Dreamer a 3D through a table. I feel like you should watch that on loop for at least 6 minutes.
That's fine. I can do that too.
I'll send it to you, and we'll see how sure you are.
ECW
Yeah,
is good. Bad ECW is even good.
this was
Like I said,
not that.
I lost. I will watch anything. We will be streaming it. I think it's 2 hours. I got to watch Bad Wrestling. We will stream it. Here I am. You got me. I'm not going to be in the league next year.
Sure, with that attitude.
Yeah, well, go Birds.
Gentlemen, any final thoughts? Rob, it's always a pleasure to have you on. Last word is yours, my friend.
Yeah, the absolute pleasure as always. Yeah, man. Just if you're gonna have a War Games match, just make sure that people tap or surrender. You know, just do the Rev that favor, dude. I can't. He's gonna blow up if this shit keeps happening. We don't want that. But yeah, just watch Bangers Only 6. It's gonna be a huge show live on IWTV this Friday. Also, check out PWE. We've got a couple of more big shows coming up for the rest of this year. Next Friday, we're doing Fool's Holiday. Then at the end of the year, we have an all-women show, Feminine Nomenon, that will also be streaming live on IWTV.
Nice.
Looking forward to that. And yeah, man, just support wrestling.
Yep.
Couldn't have said it better myself. Gentlemen, it's always a pleasure to start the week with you all. Thank you, as always, to everybody that tuned in tonight. We'll be back tomorrow to break down Monday Night Raw, preview a little bit of NXT, and we've got some AEW to talk about podcast that I feel like it's been a minute, so let's show them some love as well. Yeah, thank you so much for joining us. This has been the Wrestling Junkies podcast. Fuck wrestling tribalism. For Rob Weathers, for the podcast dad, I'm Mr. Cincinnati. This has been the Wrestling Junkies podcast, and until tomorrow, enjoy those grabs.